Hello, bonjour, and hello, my little YouTubers. I know I might be looking really crazy and clashing with my outfit right now. That's kind of the point-ish. It doesn't matter. But, basically the essentials I'm trying to show is the eye patch. Forget the skeleton thing on it. It's supposed to be a velvet gray. The choker, and the corset. And also the makeup. Victorian-esque-ish. Not really. But I'm here to introduce a new story idea I have. I'm thinking about doing these vlog entries about the story and whatnot, and eventually I'll write them down. And I might actually do a thing where I read, as I write the chapters, I'll read them out to you. Or if I draw something comic strip for it or whatever. The story is called Her Choker, as in choker, as in the necklace. It can also be metaphorical. Sorry. So the story is called Her Choker, and it's about a girl named Charlotte von Dukelheit. Charlotte von Dukelheit. She's German-French, but she lives in Victorian England. French-German, German-French. Her father is German, or she calls him Vater, and her mother is French. And they both met in England and married in England, but there's a lot more to their story, which I will get to one day. The main character's name is Charlotte, sorry. And I apologize if I offend anyone with my bad English, I'm bad at English too. With my bad German, French, and English. English is not my first language. Baby talk is. No. Sorry. I'm terrible bad. Oh god. No, I'm internets now. This is just getting worse and worse as I talk. So her name's Charlotte, and she actually, okay, so I drew a picture of her cross-dressing as her father's clothes. That's the best picture I have of her right now. I might draw a real legit picture of her later and post it for you in this video. I don't know for sure though. I'm American, so that's why I'm really bad. But I am part German and French. I am. Like, my last name is very Luxembourgish, and my first name is very Irish. And my middle name. My middle and first names actually mean something in Irish. But yeah, so that's besides the point. I'm very European. And I'm also Native American. I may not look it, but I am. Sorry. Okay. So Charlotte is a girl in Victorian England, and this first inspiration for this story was Phantom of the Opera. I remember a while back when I first developed the story, it was my first time ever watching the original version of Phantom of the Opera, the original movie, you know, the one where it's a silent film, talking, and I believe, I want to say Boris Karloff? I don't know if that's him now. But it was one of those famous old horror movie actors. And I got the idea because I've loved yet hated Phantom of the Opera because I'm total a monster or creature monster, whatever, shipper with humans, and I kind of feel sympathy for Eric, and I somewhat hate but love Christine. I'm like, oh my god, I want to kill you because you're leading someone on and you're just so undecisive and with such commitment issues, and usually in most movies that they portray her, she just drives me insane. But so I had an idea where I have a guy who's obsessed and in love with a girl, but no opera. Actually, if I do turn this into a thing, I might turn it into... Was that a vein popping through my forehead? Oh, I also apologize for my eyebrows and my sideburns, and if you can see, I have a 5 o'clock shadow, because I dressed up as McMurphy today from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It was for an English skit. But these are new, these little... Yeah. I'm a gender confused person. The eye patch I was going to get to it. So Charlotte is a girl in Victorian England, and it was before I even developed her name and developed her culture and whatnot. And she has kind of a stalker who is in love with her, obsessed with her, and she ends up feeling the same way. And he's deformed. He was born deformed and different. And then Charlotte ends up feeling the same way for him. I know I'm repeating myself. Forgive me, I will do that a lot. And I might talk to myself a lot too, because I do that. But since I'm on camera, I can just say I'm talking to you. So she falls in love with him back, and that isn't the main part of the story, though. That is a big part of it, but it's not the main part of it. That's the present part, you know, as the time is going by. Because she will jump to the past every now and then. Because Charlotte has a really big part of her past. I'm sorry, as someone just came home and yelled. But the reason why it's called her choker is because Charlotte always wears this choker, or she always wears a choker around her neck. Sometimes it's a ribbon, sometimes it's a choker. So it's kind of like this whole mystery. There's a lot of mysteries in this story. Some of them will be explained. Some of them will not. One of the mysteries that'll probably not ever be explained, but implied in a sense, is what her father is. Because he's this mystery thing. I'm going to cut this video real quick because I'm being called. Sorry about that. So Daddy probably won't be explained. I had to go back and watch the video all over again just to say I don't repeat myself too much. Daddy won't be explained. I'm just calling him Daddy right now. His name's Terrell von Dukenheit, but I don't like saying his first name because it just kind of deletes my illusion of him. So I like calling him Count Dukenheit sometimes, or Count von Dukenheit, or whatever. It means darkness in German. I apologize once again if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, so Charlotte has, hold on, I don't even remember what I named the guy who falls in love with and falls in love back of her. Or he falls in love with her and she falls in love with him. I don't remember his name. But Charlotte has a big brother named Jean-Paul. Her and her siblings all have French names, so they have a German last name. And they're all fluent in German and French and English. And they kind of have this accent that's kind of a mixture of mainly French and German, but some English. Because they're aristocrats and they usually, like, for most of their childhood, they stayed in with their mother and whatnot. And she taught them French, and she had a maid teach them German because she wasn't the best at German. I mean, she taught them as much German as she could, but there was a maid also that taught them German because, as the Count goes, he lets his children take a lot of his heritage. I actually have a picture of, the mother's name is Lottie, so technically Charlotte was named after her mother. But here's a picture I drew of when they first met, Lottie and Terrell. Count Dukenheit. Excuse me. Ugh. I can explain this later in this book. Why she seems really distasteful to him and he seems very come-offish. And now I'll get to the eye patch thing. The Count has this always wears this velvet eye patch around his eye. And that's probably something I'm not going to explain either. I'll definitely explain Charlotte's choker, but I'm probably not going to explain the Count's eye patch. And he usually wears like a velvet gray outfit with his velvet gray eye patch. And he's this really thin, tall German guy. A big inspiration for him, personality-wise too, a little bit, was Emily Autumn's book, A Sound Full of Victorian Girls, the Count. In that, he was a big inspiration for the Count. Originally, not what he is and does, but I don't even know what the Count does in the book. In the book, that is not my book, but Emily's book. But what he is not inspired by Emily, but like his design and his personality is inspired by that. For the most part. I mean, there are a lot of differences in their personalities, but there is a lot of similarities too. And I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm sorry, guys. Choker is explained. Corset would be explained technically through Victorian era. Yay! And the makeup. Yay! I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm totally blanking on everything right now. I'm covering my good eye right now, so I'm having... Whoa. That's weird. But actually, I did draw a comic strip that is from a scene in the book. Actually, it's Charlotte. It's a narrative by Charlotte, which is really depressing. Actually, so part of the book, you'll have the whole love story with her and her stalker. Hey, it's Twilight. Don't worry. Oh, come on. Edward's totally stalking Bella. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Sorry. With her and her lover. And we'll also have, like, about her mother. And about a mystery that will be explained. I don't want to spoil it, but I want to. Okay, if I'm going to read the comic strip, then I have to spoil it. Her sister. She had a sister. And I'll explain other stuff. I'm blanking on you guys again. I am so sorry. My mind is like, it's as wayward as it says wayward as an asylum. But whatever. I should be locked away. No, I'm sorry. No, that was a really bad joke. I have family members who've been locked away, so that sounds more hardcore than it really is. I'm sorry. I am an awkward derpy turtle. I'm an awkward turtle. This is actually how I am in real life, by the way. I'm not acting. This is how I am. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I'm laughing anymore. I'm laughing at myself, probably, is what's going on. Ooh, want to see my full set? Yes, I have my animal pajamas on. It's my bra. No, I don't wear corsets all the time, I swear. I swear. School is about to end for me soon, so I'll probably be able to spend more time on YouTube with you buddies. And you're gonna be like, no, you bad person, stay away. Sorry. I'm sorry. I do not know how to read people. There are probably some people out there, though, that are not going to like me. I know there are some people off the internet that don't like me for some reason. Which I can't blame people. I can't blame people for not liking me, but I guess I'm annoying, so I guess I can blame people for hating me too. Can't blame people for hating me too. But hey, there's gonna be there's two people. I mean, there's always two sides to something. There's always a haters for something. There's always lovers for something. There's always an in between. There's always for everything. There's nothing that is liked by everyone. There's nothing that's hated by everyone. Even Hitler wasn't completely hated. He had a bunch of followers. Obviously, someone out there loved him. This is a bad example. And not everyone loves Elvira like I do. Obviously, there's some people out there that don't agree with the way she dresses and portrays herself and whatnot. I don't care. That's me. My sister drew this for me. Ace Pinhead. Oh, Leatherface. I'm getting off topic. I am so sorry. Ja. Yeah, so I'll be posting more about her choker.